What's up? It's this around my shot of menace. I want to welcome y'all to Empowering Preeminence Multimedia Productions. You heard me? Before I go any further, I'm going to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, the Father of Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus, pre and post incarnate in the flesh, and the Father Abraham, Father Isaac, and the Father Jacob. Um, I want to address something right quick, man, about the brother Dwayne Haskins' demise. Um, he was a former quarterback for the Washington Redskins. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I thought Dwayne Haskins was gonna be one of those upcoming elite players in the league. Uh, but you know, unfortunately, we didn't see that transpire. You dig? Um, you know, he ended up, of course, being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe to work to I believe when he died, he was supposed to be on his way to the training camp or something like that. I'm not professing to know the full details about what transpired. All I know is that he tried to work out with Mitchell Trubisky or something like that. Um, and you know, next thing you know, they said that he was going to a certain lane in the heavy traffic. You understand? And one thing led to another. Pretty much, bam, his untimely and unfortunate demise. Like I said, I don't profess to know everything. Profess to know a lot about this brother's demise, but but before his untimely demise, between him, uh, you know, not being one of the biggest hot shots in the NFL in the quarterback position, was very disappointing to me. Uh, but the thing that stood out to me the most was his woman. You dig? His woman that struck him in the mouth. You understand? And punched out his teeth. I don't think he fully lost his tooth. I think she chipped the tooth or something like that. You know, and there's an indication that the brother hit the girl back. Even though I am a full advocate of striking a male or female. You understand? In the context of self-conservation, self-preservation, and self-defense. You understand? Because that's what I do. You understand? I'm not a self-defense instructor, at least not yet. I hope to be if it's the Most High's will. But I do teach that. Hey, look, you understand? In any situation, a man has a right to strike a male or female in self-defense. If they struck first, he's entitled to strike back because he got to look out for his own personal well-being. You understand? Um, you come before your self-esteem and your own existence come before anybody. You understand? Because you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For those of y'all who tuning in, uh, or whatnot, but I ain't got nobody watching. You dig? So you understand? This is impromptu, so I don't expect really somebody to watch my platform like that, and that's good. There's a lot to learn. This is my first time going live since the eradicated Google Hangouts, so y'all got to forgive me. I don't know if y'all can even hear me. Once again, I ain't got nobody watching, like talking about it. So I guess this is like a trial run of anything. But let me read some of the information from CNN.com. It says Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins died when he was struck by a dump truck Saturday morning. For some reason, some sources say he died Sunday morning, but we know that's not true because shout out to Black Ram 313. He did a Saturday night video, and the brother asked him about the death of Dwayne Haskins. He was like, he don't know who he is, so he died actually. Media, like I said, one media said that he actually died morning. So like I said, I don't know everything. So they said that he tried to cross a highway on foot in South Florida. Authorities said. It says the former Ohio State University star and Heisman Trophy finalist was just 24. Authorities have so far released few details about the circumstances of his death. A little bit of distraction there. An ad popped up. Here's what we know and don't know about the fatal crash, his short-lived career, and how those who knew him have reacted. It says Haskins was trying to cross Interstate 595's uh, westbound lanes near the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Highway Patrol said this ass keep popping up. I don't be liking that. Um, the incident was reported shortly after 6:30 a.m. The patrol said he had been walking on the highway for unknown reasons. The details about what led up to the incident were not available. In recent days, Haskins was in South Florida working out with some still his teammates, as captured in Instagram stories from Haskins and running back Najee Harris. I'm not gonna read too much. Um, I'm not gonna read too much into this. Um, but I don't know what motivated him to want to walk in the highway. Uh, but I know that in some highways, I know that some highways there are sidewalks for people to walk upon. You dig? Um, in the midst of heavy traffic, and like I said, I don't know what was his motive for doing that. Maybe he's done it before. You understand? If he haven't done it before, maybe he wanted to, give it a shot. Be adventurous. I don't know what transpired. You dig? Um, but that is what we do know so far. I think it was actually ESPN that said something like that. If I'm not mistaken, they died Sunday morning. Probably just an oversight. I don't know. But yeah, man. His demise was very unfortunate. You understand? And I can tell that even in the NFL, man. I'm sure he didn't live an easy life. Once again, his old lady, struck him in the mouth. He did. And I want to address that too, because that can do something to a man's psyche when a woman who is actually according to the Bible and according to what nature teaches us, the women are our inferiors. You understand? So a woman that's striking a man, you understand, is the same thing as children putting their hands on parents. You understand? Now the book of Exodus chapter 21 verses 15 and 17, particularly verse 15, it says that whosoever shall smite his father or mother should be put to death. You understand? So and if any children put their hands on their mother or father, man, that's a death penalty. That's a death sentence. You understand? So and I got a book coming out, hopefully this year, when I address that, how women and children are practically the same people from the from the emotional standpoint, and from the optional and preferential curtailment standpoint. You heard me? So let me just a little bit right quick. Um, like I said, I ain't got nobody watching like talking about it, but hopefully I can be heard for future references. You dig? Um, but anyway, man. I did a podcast, and I'm gonna post on this platform soon about any woman that puts their hands on a man. You understand? Is not worthy of bearing a man's child. Is not worthy of conceiving seed. In the book of I forgot what scripture is in the book in Samuel, but King David was praising the Most High, dancing out of his clothes. You understand? And his woman, I believe Micah, tried to rebuke him and try to shame him for dancing, uh, giving praise to the Most High uncovered. And what the Most High did, he cursed her. He cursed her for to a point where she was never able to conceive and bear children ever again. So you women out there, man, that's putting your hands on your superior, putting your hands on a man like that, like the way his old lady did with him. You understand? That there's a severe penalty that you got to pay for that. You understand? There's a severe penalty that you got to pay for that. You heard me? So so my thing is, it seemed like they worked things out. You heard me? Seemed like they worked things out, but it still was uncalled for. And your brothers got to learn to put your woman in check. You understand? Cause like I said, I don't believe in a man striking a man and striking a woman because he got into his feelings and stuff like that. It was something that was said online or something that was said to him, up front in the flesh. Man's supposed to be exercising decorum and restrained discipline. You heard me? And especially the woman, because women are very, very emotional. You understand? Women definitely need to make that practical. But men, as I said, in my previous videos, in my podcast, by the way, my podcast called Bashad the Menace, Alpha Dimensions. You understand? So I might put the link in my description box so y'all can check that out. You understand? I only believe in a man striking a man and or woman in the context if they bring the fight to them. If the man's trying his best to avoid a fight and they keep pushing and pushing and pushing to a point where he may not have a choice but to fight back or be in the receiving end of something very mischievous or maybe peradventure his demise, then he has to fight male and female because in war, there is no dick and pussy. Let's keep it real. There's no dick and pussy in war. You understand? It's very indifferent and very indiscriminate. You understand? War will welcome any. It's the same thing being an enemy combatant. If an enemy is an enemy, if your enemy has intentions in hurting you because they don't believe in being constrained by moral guidelines, then the position of enemy combatant or any form of evil will welcome you to this committee, no matter who you are. If you share common interests of hatred and evil, it doesn't care if you're male or female. It's indifferent to gender. It's indiscriminate when it comes to gender. So in war, you can't look at, okay, it's a female, so I can't hit her. No, it's an enemy combatant at your disposal that you're gonna have to dispose. Mean not, I ain't talking about killing them unless it comes down to that. Yahweh forbid that ever happen. But I'm talking about self-preservation, okay? Because I'm a martial artist. You understand? And I understand. You understand? In war, once again, the enemy comes in many formulas. You know, my favorite character, in the Karate Kid / Cobra Kai series is Chosen Taguchi. And when he sparred with Daniel's son, he showed a different form of defense. You understand? And Daniel was like, that don't seem like defense to me. And I like what Chosen Taguchi said. He said, defense comes in many formulas. You understand? Your enemies come in many formulas. Your enemies come in many forms. You understand? Israelite, Edomite, you understand? Elamite, Japhite, you understand? Basically, I'm saying black, white, uh, Asian, East Indian, you understand? Male, female, and even some children. You understand? So so yeah, man. This FOPE. Is this you Shawshamba or Elder Quanath? Shalom, by the way. You heard me? Shalom. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to be like y'all, man. Shawshank was down with you, bro. Was down, you heard me? Um, y'all be on it, man. This is actually my first time live, you heard me, since the eradicated Google Hangouts, which is way in 2019. You dig? But but yeah, man. What happened with the brother was unfortunate. You dig? I actually want to see the brother become an elite quarterback, at least elite quarterback among blacks. You understand? Because you got, of course, what's his name? Patrick Mahomes, who already went to 4 conference championships in the early stage of his career. Um, and he the Chiefs Shawsham, I think you're a 49er fan, bro, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see the Chiefs and the 49ers go at it again in the Super Bowl, man. Um, um, and the 49ers probably was going to take it home this time, bring the sixth championship, but I want to see Patrick Mahomes get his second ring. But but of course, you got people like Jameis Winston, who played for my New Orleans Saints team. He did. He was looking real good. 13, 14 touchdowns. Um, yeah, Con, we need to win. We need to win one more. Yeah, to tie with the Patriots, I believe, with six championships. Patriots and Steelers, I think. I think they both got six championships. Uh, but yeah, man, I really want to see Dwayne Haskins to become an elite quarterback. You heard me? And and man, you know, I, the brother's deceased now, man. And I know this is the thing with Kwame Brown. Shout out to him too. You know, but you know, people might perceive him as a bust. You understand? I'm gonna just say that. You understand? I'm gonna just say people might perceive him as a bust. You understand? But I don't want to perceive that man as a bust. Just like I didn't see Kwame Brown as a bust. Matter of fact, as far as Kwame Brown's concerned, I actually thought that Kwame Brown was going to be like him versus Lamar would have been good. Yeah, that would have been a hell of a matchup, man. And we got to talk. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Lamar too. But anyway, man, I'm not gonna lie. When Kwame Brown came to the league, I thought he was gonna be the next Kevin Garnett. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You see what I'm saying? Now I agree with Jalen Rose that he may be a bust compared to Shaquille O'Neal. You understand? But he was a decent player in his own right. And I think that the same thing can apply to Dwayne Haskins. Now he might be a bust compared to the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's of the world because these guys they paid their dues. But you know, but I wouldn't go as far by saying Dwayne Haskins is a bust just because he meets a certain ideal standards. You understand? And whether he's dead or not, you heard me? You know, he could have showed some potential with the Steelers, just like Jameis Winston did. Jameis Winston showed potential when he was with the Buccaneers. He did through 30 picks, but I believe he became the first black quarterback in NFL history to throw 5,000 yards. You did. So basically, Dwayne Haskins, I think he needed to be part of a system for him to really, really excel, just like Jameis Winston. When he got under Sean Payton, because I always said Sean Payton was never really a head coach to me. He was more of a quarterback coach. So anybody that's under him, man, he's gonna polish him to be something potentially great. So in the case of in the case of Jameis Winston, you understand, I believe that he became polished enough under Drew Brees and Sean Payton. And he saw it in his number. This is the first time. This is the first time that he actually had a season, even before he got hurt. He actually had a season where he had a quarterback pass rate at a past 100. And like I said, he threw for only 3 interceptions, but threw 14 touchdowns. So he showed potential, and I think the same thing could have transpired in the right system for Dwayne Haskins. You heard me? Um, so like I said, is he a bust? Like what Jalen Rose said, only compared to elite quarterback because he's too young in the league to prove to be called elite. Under the right system, the right circumstances, I think he probably would have been between something decent to special. So so yeah, rest in peace, man, to the brother. I believe he was 23 years old when he met his untimely demise. Uh, what happened to him, man, was fucked up. And like I said, oh yeah, Lamar, man. I actually want to see the Ravens, you know, at least go at it with the Chiefs in the championship game for the 2019 season. But I think they got knocked off by the Tennessee Titans. Because Lamar, man, he had a superb season, man, MVP season, of course. You did, um, but he kind of dumbed down a little bit. You understand? He kind of slowed down. I won't say dumbed down. He kind of slowed down a little bit You heard me? Um, but that would have been a hell of a matchup, man, to see um, Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. I'm about to say Lamar Odom. Lamar Jackson. You heard me? I would love to see, if it was possible, if my boy Winston didn't get hurt, because Saints was looking real good, it probably would have been it's ideal. It's ideal as a Saints fan. I can admit, man, it's ideal. You dig? Not realistic. I would love to see Patrick Mahomes and Jameis Winston, two black quarterbacks going head to head in the Super Bowl. And it's like, whoever wins, it's like whoever loses still win. You dig? Now, of course, in my case, if my team were lost, it's still a loss, but still would have been cool to see another quarterback get a second ring. You dig? A black quarterback get a second ring. Um, but yeah, man, it seems like Dwayne Haskins, even in the NFL, man, he lived a very, very rigid life. Like I said, I don't know what transpired between him and his old lady since since that transpired with the whole domestic violence thing. That should never happen in the first place, bro. And we do need to talk about this. You understand? In the so-called manosphere, the red pill community, we need to talk about the male versus female paradigm. You understand? We do. We need to talk about the male versus female paradigm. And speaking of FOP, shout out to these brothers, man, because you know, they allowed a brother, I think his name is Alai Yasha Allah, did a video about a topic that's super, super controversial, man, in the Hebrew Israelite community, and that's about whether or not a woman can still uh be an asset. Like she may not be a quintessential wife. Like if she's not a virgin, you understand, she won't be your quintessential wife. She won't be your blood covenant wife because she can still assume the role, you understand, as a wife. She's subpar. It's kind of like riding in coach compared to riding first class in the airplane. You're still in the jet, but you're not first class. So that's what women who are not virgins for the most part, especially when they just shamelessly intensifying their body count, man. That's when you are just a straight up blatant fucking hole. You understand? Pardon my French. You heard me? Um, but no, then again, don't pardon, man, because whoredom is in the Bible. You understand? And as I explained in my videos before, fuck actually comes from the 1600s, and it just means to strike in the Germanic tongue. So I ain't saying no cuss word. I ain't saying no curse word, should I say? But shout out to FOP, man, because that is not women in America are not virgins, and they don't meet the criteria to be the quintessential, or as they would say, the blood covenant wife. I actually like that term. You understand? So shout out to them, man. And whether it was comfortable or uncomfortable, man, they're allowed to happen. That's why I fuck with FOP like that. You understand? By the way, great topic yesterday, man, about the 12 tribe chart. I don't want to jump off a subject, but that was a great discussion, man, and I appreciate it. You dig? Um, you got some hard hitters like Mighty Hebrew. Shout out to him too. Like I said, I want to jump off subject, you know, and I won't make this video this long. Um, Probably like go the next 5 minutes or so, and I'm gonna call it quits. But yeah, we really do need to address the subject matter of whether or not a man in self-defense, self-preservation, and self-conservation can strike a woman. You understand? In self-defense only. Not because he got into his feelings because she called him a bitch ass nigga or faggot or something like that. I'm talking about in self-defense because she can cause a severe mischief and damage to that man. There's a simp Israelite, man. I'm not gonna say his name. This was on Facebook. Um, a dude got ran over by his woman um with the vehicle. As a matter of fact, I think I actually had that posted on my fifth Facebook account because They kept put me in Facebook jail for like 30 days and things like this. So I had to create other accounts. So a woman ran over this dude, man, and said, "Hey, look, you gonna cheat on me after 18 years, something like that?" And maybe the dude so-called cheated, maybe he didn't, but it's never a woman's role to take physical action upon the man because once again, she's the inferior, she's the subject. Now, if you read the scriptures, whenever a woman commits adultery or something like that, matter of fact, there's a jealousy law. There's a jealousy law in the book of Numbers, chapter 5, where it talks about if a woman is even suspected of cheating on a man, she has to stand before the priest, I believe, and she has to stand before bitter waters that's made from the dust of the ground that the priests and the Israelites walk in the tabernacle to and fro. Now, if it proves that she didn't commit any infidelity, you understand that she's able to walk away free. But if she have committed adultery, then guess what happens? She have to drink. She have to drink the bitter waters. You understand? That's physical imposition. She have to drink the bitter waters, and she will never conceive seed ever again. You see what I'm saying? So once again, this woman runs over this man with the vehicle, and one dude said, "And damn, and he didn't even bother to strike back. He didn't even bother to hit back. You understand? God bless his heart for being a man." I'm like, nigga, what? She struck this man. She struck this man in cold blood. No remorse. No remorse. She struck this man. You dig? With the intent to kill. She had a murderous intent. She had a whole murderous intent. Hopefully I can be heard. So like I said, this is my first time since 2018 when he still had Google Hangouts. So maybe I've been doing all this talking, y'all can't hear me. Well, one can hear me. But murderous intent, she struck this man. And this is why women can't be leaders. Because once again, the most High created woman to be more predisposed to sensationalism, feelings, and emotion. So what happens is, you know, logic and thinking is not the nucleus of your decision making. It's not the nucleus or the core of your judgment calls. That's why he made men in his image. See, men have more intergalactic and tangible features than women. Men have more intergalactic, intangible, celestial features compared to women. You understand? Don't get me wrong. A lot of men, unfortunately, they succumb to emotion too, but nowhere near as the women. You understand? Because of that reason that I brought upon. Like I said, women they think with the emotion, they think with feelings, and feelings come and go. You understand? Feelings come and go. You dig? But when you're thinking, that means you're being cognitive. You're being cognitively constant, which means that you're one with yourself. You're one with your mind. You see what I'm saying? And when you're one with your mind, then you make rational and symmetrical contingent decisions. You heard me? So once again, am I advocating a man just whooping a woman ass just because? Hell no. I'm saying in the conservation for the concept of conservation. If you've seen the movie Time Cop with Van Damme, right? There's a scene where the sexy ass black woman, but played by the actress Gloria Rubens. I forget her name in the movie, but she was partners with Van Damme's character, and there was a shootout and a fight at some kind of fire at some kind of blast furnace factory, some shit like that. And so she turned on this dude, and Van Damme's character was like, "Hey, look, I don't believe in striking a woman." And she said, "Okay, then don't." And she started throwing flurries of kicks, palm strikes to the face, punches, you name it. So Van Damme his character got tired of it. He intercepted her kick. He said, "I changed my mind," and knocked her the fuck out. That's an example where I believe a man should strike a woman. in self-defense because she could have killed that man if it was a real life situation. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to Thinking Man's Templar because he did a video talking about how single mothers is the pretty much the progenitor of whoredom and men being simps. And he had showed a video clip. I don't know if it went viral, but it was a dude. He was very reluctant in striking a bunch of hood rat women, and he tried to walk away. And that's another thing. He said, "Well, just try to walk away." The dude tried that, and instead of one coming after him, about three or four of them came after him. You see what I'm saying? So they got a time, man, where you have to strike back. You understand? You mean have to strike first, but you can uh strike hard and show no mercy. The Cobra Kai philosophy, parts of it. You dig? But it's better that you let your enemy strike first. Then you strike back and strike hard and show no mercy only if it's necessary. You understand? It's better to be merciful in certain situations because you don't want to get a record. You understand? And you definitely got your future to think about. So the only time that being merciless is applicable is that if a dude really has intention to kill you, so then it becomes a kill or be killed scenario. You heard me? It becomes a kill or be killed scenario. Simple as that. You dig? So that's my time. You dig? You know what? I think I might go a little bit longer. I think I might go a little bit longer. You heard me? I think I might go a little bit longer. You dig? I might go a little bit longer. Hold on right quick. Do some right quick. I should have done this earlier. Should have done this earlier, man. You dig? But but yeah, I know it was an uncomfortable conversation. I know it is. I know it's uncomfortable. I get it. But this the 2020s now, man. We have to address this issue. You heard me? People might say you hate women. Well, I'm gonna say I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent, and love has to be earned. I tell you that. You dig? Love is definitely earned. I forgot to put that cash app thing down, man. They ain't necessarily for you, Shawshan, man. That's for whoever tuning in. Like I said, like I said, man. Like I said, I'm a novice at this, man. I should have had that thing rolling down the screen like y'all do, but I don't know how to do that just yet. But but yeah, man. Um, as I was saying, you heard me. Basically, um, love is earned. Everything has a price. You understand? And I said this before last year, I believe, especially 2 years ago. Please watch Michael Jordan's The Last Dance. You can learn. All you brothers have these red pill contents, the so-called manosphere. I urge y'all to please watch The Last Dance. Please watch The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. I'm telling you, man, it's an excellent documentary to incorporate, man, uh, in your platform. Seriously, excellent. You understand? Um, because one thing Michael Jordan said, he said that leadership has a price. He said winning has a price and leadership has a price. So Michael Jordan being the nice guy, uh, Michael Jordan being the nice guy and stuff like that. Like what Armstrong said, what's his name? What's that cat name, man? What's his first name? BJ Armstrong. He said Michael Jordan couldn't have been nice. When you when you're very, very competitive and you got a competitive nature and stuff like that, you can't sometimes you can't be nice because it seems like people don't respond to you in a certain manner when you're nice to them. You understand? Sometimes the fussing, the yelling, uh, may have to apply because that person who's leading you, who's talking to you in a certain manner, really wants to see you win because he wants to win. So, um, and I say all that to say this: if you women want to win, you women got to comply. You got to comply to the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to comply to us, because we are your lords. We are your masters. We are your lords. Okay. So if you if you want to abide in a man's love, there are certain prerequisites and preconditions that you're going to have to adhere to in order to afford and to acquire and to purchase the man's love. You see what I'm saying? Everything has a price. Christ said it himself. He said in the book of St. John chapter 15, in the book of St. John chapter 15, verse 10, he said, um, if you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love. I keep my Father's commandments, I abide in his love. So those are the prerequisites. Christ cannot love you if you're not keeping the commandments. Yahweh Shai can't love you if you're not keeping the commandments. Yahweh definitely don't love you if you're not keeping the commandments. Those are the prerequisites to abide in his love. Keep his commandments. If you want me to love you, black women, stop using your fucking vagina as a way to circumvent the celestial constitution of Yahweh. You understand? The celestial constitutional covenant of Yahweh. If you want me to love you, come back to the fold. You understand? Come back to the fold. But otherwise, I can't love you. I'm going to have to be indifferent. At best, I'm indifferent. So once again, there are prerequisites and there are preconditions to everything. There are prerequisites to winning. You got to work hard. There's a saying: if you want to win, you got to pay the winner's price. All right. And I like what Whoopi Goldberg said a while back. I think this is about that Ray Rice thing, about man hitting a woman, woman hitting a man. He said, "Look, men don't hit women. Women definitely don't hit a man." You see what I'm saying? So once again, I hope for Dwayne Haskins' sake that the relationship between the two got better. I don't see how it necessarily can get better. But at the same time, for like I said, I only got one person watching. Like I said, this is my first time going live since the Google Hangouts thing. So this has been about 3-4 years. So for whoever that one person is watching, man, hit that like button, you heard me? And if you like what you see so far, hit that share button. Better hit that subscribe button. You heard me? Because I'm looking forward to dishing out more fire contents. You dig? Controversial contents. You understand? We got just the domestic violence thing, and it's not just one sided. It's not just one sided, because a lot of times it's the woman that's committing domestic violence, but that stuff is being unreported. Because the women are naturally the weaker vessel, of course, and women are naturally the less stronger opponent. So if a man were to approach a police officer and say, "This little bitty 5'3" woman, struck me with my 6'3" behind," you know, uh, they're gonna look at you, start laughing at you, because you're like, "Man, just a little girl, just a little bitty woman." You understand? But if he were to strike in self-defense, notice I said self-defense, to protect himself, it'll be a problem. You heard me? It'll be a huge problem. So man. I'm an advocate, man, to striking anybody, male, female, in self-defense. Self-defense only. Self-defense only. You heard me? So yeah. Um, I think I might stop right there. You dig? Like I said, I don't know buku information about Dwayne Haskins. I just know what's been given to me. But rest in peace to the brother. You understand? Appreciate those 2 likes for my first time being in here. This is my first time in StreamYard, period. You dig? I'm looking forward to doing more. So once again, man, thank Shawsham FOPE for tuning in, and whoever that gave me those 2 likes, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, I'm gonna do better, and I don't want to end up like Black Ram 313. I went like Black Ram 313 with the technical difficulties. Um, being the king of technical difficulties. Shout out to that brother, by the way. Fire content. I love the brother's content, and like I said, this is a very very serious and pertinent topic that we need to address. You understand? I know this is about the brothers. I know this topic is about the brothers' debt, but prior to his demise, that domestic thing really, I'm not gonna say really bothered me because I know that this has been going on. Since I became uh, a part of the so-called red pill family. I've been red pills consistently since 2008. You understand? But I started to become a little bit more partially red pill when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and that was because some a little more personal that I'd love to address in the future, but I'm not going to address it right now because I don't think it's the will of the Most High for me to address this situation right now. You understand? But definitely because of a girl. You understand? I say that much. You understand? But it had nothing to do with me being hurt. It's just me being very observant at the age of 4 and 5. You understand? I say that much. So so yeah, about 1989, 1990, 4 or 5 years old. I've been taking this so-called red pill, but not consistently until 2008, and that's when I found out that people of Negroid descent make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So so like I said, thank y'all for tuning in. You heard me. Um, and like I said, I'm looking forward to dropping more fire content like this here. Many people ain't gonna like it, man, but that's fine. But these topics need to be addressed because the most targeted species is the black man. Period. You understand? Period. So we definitely need to apply the hashtag SYSBM, which stands for Save Yourselves, Black Man. And there's a scripture that backs it up. The book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 12, where it says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You understand? And then in the book of Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 14, it says though these 3 men, Noah, Job, and Daniel, they were to deliver but their own soul for salvation. You understand? Um, so we got to deliver our souls. You understand? It's very mandatory. It's a moral imperative. It's a principal imperative that we deliver our souls. You heard me? So for that, I say the water for tuning in for the for the very few that did tune in. Thank you, Shawsham, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, you know, hopefully I will get better with these live streams, and I should get better. You understand? Definitely should get better. Like I said, just take baby and microscopic steps at a time. You heard me? And we're gonna see what's gonna transpire from now. Once again, you know, gotta address this topic of domestic violence and things like that. Not just when a man beating a woman, but a woman striking a man too, because that's probably more prevalent than y'all would like to believe. So y'all stay tuned. Hit the like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Um, so whenever I drop on my next project, hopefully you'll be instantly notified. Maybe you understand. And once again, I'm gonna give our praise to the Most High Yahweh, um, the Father Yahweh Shai, pre and post incarnate in the flesh, and the Father Abraham, Father Isaac, and the Father Jacob. Unstable. Please, we try reconnecting. Okay, I think it got back. Uh, for those of y'all who familiar with the creed, you understand the words of encouragement to conclude the videos of my podcast. It goes like this: be a majestic transcendental alpha. not a pathetic, detrimental beta. One more time. Be a majestic, transcendental alpha, not a pathetic, detrimental beta. You hear me? And for that, I say shalom alaikum. I'm out here. Peace.